Hello
Hello,
and
Swati.
welcome.
Yeah, Swati, I'm not able to see the contestant, Swati.
She's trying to join. I think some issue with her device. She's logging in.
Yeah, you can.
Shall we start?
Yep.
Yeah, thanks. Hello and welcome, Toastmasters and guests, to International Speech Contest and Table Topic Contest at our club level. I'm Chief Sergeant at Arm for today's contest, and I welcome you all to this online contest. I would like to begin by stating the mission of Toastmasters Club. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Some rules to be respected during the contest. The first one is all attendees must mute their audio at all time unless instructed otherwise by the contest chair. Do not share your screen unless asked by the host. Once the contest starts, please turn off your video as well. When the contest is in progress, kindly refrain from movements that distracts the speaker. In case you need to move, please turn off your video before doing so. There will be a break given in between for you to drink water or stretch yourself, etc. Once the contest chair starts the contest, this virtual meeting room will be locked. You will be able to leave, but you will not be able to return to the meeting room. In case you got dropped off, we will add you or admit you in between when there is a break. Follow the suggested naming convention as I explained in the beginning. I wish you all a fantastic contest. Please help me to welcome Toastmaster Nishu. Toastmaster Nishu, who is a contest chair for ISC, who has been with the Toastmasters for 4 years and served in a different capacities at club, area, division, and district. Personally, she is working with NGO and love to do social services. Welcome, Toastmaster Nishu, the contest chair for ISC.
Thank you, Toastmaster Venkatesh. Good morning, Chief Judge Toastmaster Tanaya, contest official, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guest. I welcome you all for the International Speech Contest of Toastmaster Club of Pune Northwest. The International Speech Contest is the only contest that proceeds beyond the district to the regional quarterfinal, semi-final, and all the way to the finals of the World Championship of Public Speaking. All the contestants have met the eligibility criteria, which is to be members in good standing of a club in a good standing, and to have completed 6 projects from the complete competent communicator manual or level 1 or 2 of any one unique path in the Toastmasters pathway learning experience. All contestants have been briefed about the rules and timing of the contest. The timing will begin with the contestant first definite verbal or non-verbal communication with audience. The time allowed is 5 to 7 minutes. There will be a grace period of 30 seconds. Speakers speaking for less than 4 minutes 30 seconds or more than 7 minutes 30 seconds will be disqualified. The green card will be displayed at 5 minutes and will remain displayed for 30 seconds. The yellow card will be displayed at 6 minutes and will remain displayed for 30 seconds. And the red color will be displayed at 7 minutes and will remain displayed until the speech has concluded. No signal will be given for the overtime period. In case of a fault in the timing device, an additional 30 seconds will be allowed for the speaker. And I request the Zoom master to please spotlight the contestants when they are called to deliver their speeches. The speaking order of the contestants has already been determined by a draw of lots. The speaking order is contestant number 1, Abhishek Negi. A, B, H, I, S, H, E, K. Abhishek Negi. Contestant number 2, Hina Sharma. H, I, N, A, Hina Sharma. Contestant number 3 is Jai Singh. J, A, I, Jai Singh. Contestant number 4 is Swati TV. S, W, A, T, H, I, Swati TV. Contestant number 5 is Hemant Arora. H, E, M, A, N, T, Hemant Arora. Now, I will explain the flow of the contest. Everybody is requested to mute their audio. The host will unmute the contestant as per the speaking order. I will ask each contestant to adjust his video and audio settings and confirm the same by checking, saying and check. He will be given 30 seconds to do so. There will be a 1 minute of interval between speeches for the judges to mark their ballots. After all the contestants have finished their speeches, a 3-minute of interval will be observed to enable the judges to total their scores. The tally counter will then collect the ballot privately from the judges. Announcements of the contest winner is final unless the list of the winner is announced and incorrectly. In case the judges, tally counter or the timer are permitted to immediately interrupt to correct the error. All contestants can remain in the room throughout the contest. Is there any contestant who wishes to leave this virtual room? If so, you can let me know now. Okay. May I remind all the members present to kindly keep their audio or mute and shut their video throughout the meeting. Chief Judge, Toastmaster Tanaya, may we begin the contest?
Yes, contest chair. We may begin the contest.
Thank you, Chief Judge. I request the Zoom master to please spotlight contestant number 1, Toastmaster Abhishek Negi. Abhishek, could you please check your audio or video?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Clearly?
Yeah, you are visible as well. So, are you able to see the timer card?
No, not yet. I think it's updating. Yeah.
Thank you. Now, let us welcome contestant number 1, Toastmaster Abhishek Negi. Journey with passion. Journey with passion. Toastmaster Abhishek, over to you.
Thank you so much, Conscious Chair. There are a few activities in our life that when we do, we get completely absorbed in it. Time passes and nothing matters to us other than the task at hand. When we get that feeling, we realized that we have found our passion. Have you found your passion? Contest Chair and my dear Toastmasters. When I was in college, I had a gaming group. I'm sure many of you have seen such a group. If you come near our room, that you can see that people sitting on the floor, on the table, in the corridor, with their laptops playing video game, shouting at the top of their voice. And trust me, if you want to get past of all that, You have to be an athletic to jump over them. So by looking at it, you can say that we are preparing for something big, and we were. It was the annual gaming competition of our college, Sankalp. So we practiced for nearly 6 months, and finally it was the time for the competition. We went to the competition, registered our name, and entered to the room. We looked around, and all the teams were sitting there. But there was one team that caught our eyes. What was special about that team? In that team, all the 6 members were girls. Now, it is not common in the in the games that we regularly see girls. But we again looked around and see all of the participants were staring at them like they have seen some alien creature. Even teachers were shocked. How could this happen? When I looked at the team, all of the girls were looked really talkative. But there was one girl. She was looking away from everyone, focused in her laptop, playing video game. By looking at it, you can see that she was completely absorbed in her activity. Nothing seemed to matter to her. Her name was Ankita, the leader of their team. Even though their team were losing, she kept pushing. Her team lost badly, but she didn't lose confidence. After the game is over, she came to us and wanted to be part of our team, and we accepted her with happily. But there was a problem. It is difficult to be a part of a group where all are boys, and especially in an institute where the warden guard the gate, and you can only enter the college. You can only go out during the college hour. It's difficult to be part of the team where you have to focus on the marks, and especially where the girls hardly participate. But she pushed past all of this, and wanted to pursue her dream. As a result, we participate in the gaming competition, and we also won as well. After the competition, it was a hobby for us, but for her, it was a passion. We went to our own path, whereas she went into gaming even more. She practiced rigorously. She learned all the little things required. She contacted many employers and company and learned the skill that is required to get a job. She wanted to do it for her whole life. She wanted to make it her journey for passion. So at first, after her persistence, she get a job in a Korean company, Korean gaming company, and now she is working as game tester. She plays game whole day and she get reviews and how to improve the game. A rare job. If she had followed the path everyone were following, she might not be satisfied at the work she is working at, but she wanted to create a new path for herself. The result is that she is living a satisfying life. After this speech, you must have realized that what kind of friend I had and what kind of person I was. In my college, I used to mostly stay indoor, locking myself. After 4 years of college, I look like I have been under quarantine for nearly 10 years. My father came up to me and said, "Son, I know you are competing with me, but you have to work on yourself." He suggested me to go for swimming classes. That time I was not a person who go outside that much, but I thought of let's give it a try, and I realized that I loved swimming a lot. My first favorite thing was to create things that I get to do in my job. My second favorite thing becomes swimming. So when I swim, I my mind and my body it completely get calm. I completely get absorbed in the activity, and nothing seemed to matter to me at all. It became my passion. I have worked on it a lot. It changed me as a person because I started to go out and practice every day. But when everything was going really great, something tragic happened. When I was biking to my friend's house, I crashed into a vehicle crossing the road. In an instant, the picture of me sleeping for months, not able to go to swimming classes, and several other flashed into my eyes. I was helpless. I had to use crutches to walk, and it's frustrating. to rely on others. It's frustrating when you are physically active and you have to rest, and it's most frustrating that I had to stop going to the classes. But in my mind, I was determined that I will keep pushing myself. At the beginning, I walked to the door of the room, then to the gate of the house, then to the shop, then to the mall. It was hurting me a lot, but I kept pushing myself. I could walk 1 kilometers, 2 kilometers, 4 kilometers daily. At the end of 2 months, I again returned to swimming classes, continued practice, and learned all those things that is required. When you have a passion for something, you can make things happen to you. You can move past all your obstacles, and you can live a satisfying life. Ladies and gentlemen, my message for today is make your passion your journey for life and see the miracle unfold. Contest here.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek. We will now have a minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Timer, please let me know once 1 minute is over.
Yes, 1 minute is done.
Thank you, timer. Now, I request the Zoom master to spotlight contestant number 2, Toastmaster Hina. Now let us welcome contestant number 2, Toastmaster Hina. Toastmaster Hina, please check your audio and video.
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are audible and visible. So are you able to see? Yes, the timer card.
I can see the timer card.
Thank you. Toastmaster Hina, you can't, well, I can. You can't, well, I can. Toastmaster Hina, over to you.
Close your eyes for 10 seconds and think of that moment where you wanted to do something badly, but you were stopped from doing so. You were stopped because your loved ones cared for you, but you just can't do it. Contest chair, respected judges, and dear believers. How many of you agree with me that when we were 10 years old, we were stopped from playing a sport which we wanted to do because our parents didn't want to? In college, we were stopped from playing something or working on a project because our teachers didn't want to. At that point of time, do you wish you could have said, well, I can? It was 2019 when I was walking with my mum in a thundering night. It was raining heavily. Both of us were chilling. We had not anticipated the rains. We were walking from my friend's house to our own house. When, while walking, we heard a cry of a puppy in pain. Mum, do you hear that? You quickly come home. It's night. Do you see it's already 10 o'clock? Come. Mum, but he's crying. He wants our help. Hina, don't be mad. Okay, it's night. Only two of us are here. Let's go home. Mom, I cannot leave this small creature in pain. This girl... Okay, let me call your brother. He will come and do something. Brother? But why? You and I are here. We can do something. It's raining, it's thundering, it's lightning. How will he come from home? Hina, you will never listen. Yes, Mom. Let's go and at least see what is happening. We went near to the voice where we were getting it from. I saw a small puppy trapped in a hole. He was drowning now because it was raining so heavily. Mom, we need to do something. I'll have to save him. But how? Okay, Mom, the hole is deep enough for the puppy to come out, but at least I can go in and take him out. No, Hina, no! Do you see this, Mom? His fearful eyes are now sparkling, as if they want to say thank you to me. I'm so glad. Well, now my mom was happy too. And I gave her a message. Mom, brothers are strong, but sisters are stronger. And that night, I walked with pride. I walked with satisfaction. Because the you can'ts that I heard was now changed to I can. J.R. Cuzzle was one of the Olympics player who was practicing for his ice skating Olympic game. And during the practice, he broke off his left leg. Well, it was a fracture that caused him to stay in the hospital for the next 5 months. He got 60 stitches. Doctor comes and tells Cuzzle, sorry, I don't think you can be an athlete anymore. You can't ice skate. Cuzzle that day refused to accept what doctors said. He refused to believe that he can't be an athlete. Day in, day out, he got up every day, practiced as much as he could to win a bronze in the Olympics. And that day, he told, because I knew that I can, I did. And that day he went to the doctors and said, the doctors, I can be an athlete. The journey from I can't to I can will not be an easy one. You need to have that fire in the belly. You ought to have that burning desire to get up, prepare, master yourself. You fail once, get up, brush off, and walk ahead. You fail again, you get up, you wash off, and you walk again. You fail again, you get up, you wash up, and walk again. And then you will see that lightning success that you always wanted to. Because failure is not something that will bring you down. Failure is a learning experience. I was in college when I went to my professor for hosting an event. He listened to me and told me, Hina, I don't think you can host. Girl, you talk so fast. Okay, but I can learn to talk slow if I practice and if you give me a chance. I am sorry, Hina. I think you can't host an event. I can't? Maybe I can't. And I believed that professor that day. I stopped even nominating myself from hosting the events. I stopped myself from doing something that I really wanted to. Fast forward my life few years, and I was storytelling my son a story. While I was reading from the book, he said, Mama, you read so nicely. I love listening to you, Mama. Really? Do I speak nicely? Do you really like listening to me? Yes, Mama. Well, that was one little statement from my little kid that made me jump to Google, search for Toastmasters, and then I joined Toastmasters Club of Northwest. It's been almost 2 years of journey. It took me a while to start my first speech, but then the ice was broken. I moved on to participate in area contests and division contests. So, dear friends, next time if someone comes and tells you, you can't, tell them, I can. Thank you, and over to you, contest chair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hina. We will now have a minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballot. Timer, please let me know once 1 minute is over.
Yes, 1 minute is over.
I request the Zoom master to spotlight contestant number 3, Toastmaster Jai Singh.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are audible and visible.
Perfect. I will use this device.
So are you able to see the timer cards?
Yes, and now I can see white. Could you please change it? Now green. Perfect. Everything is working fine. So I'm ready.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jai. Toastmaster Jai, magic of 3. Magic of 3, Toastmaster Jai. Over to you.
You all have seen thousands of magic tricks. Am I right? I also had seen several. But how many are true? How many really works? Today, I want to speak about three magic rules, which I followed and they did the magic for me. They transformed my life. And the same magic rules I want to share with all of you. You will see how a child from a poor village transformed his life and became a brand name in the corporate world. Madam Contest Chair, fellow Toastmaster, Chief Judges, Secret Chief Judges, and dear guests, very good morning. I was born in 1983 in a small village of Sonipat, Haryana. It's a small village near to Delhi, approximately 30 kilometers away. But I was lucky. My father decided to migrate from that village to Delhi. I got my primary education from an English medium school, which was a dream for maximum many people. My hobbies were playing cricket and football. Yes, I was the topper of my school and won several medals and trophies. However, due to higher living cost, my father decided to return back to Sonipat, Haryana. At that time, I was in the 6th standard. I got admission in Haryana Government School. I was very excited to go to my new school and to meet my new friends and teachers. I was on cloud 9. I was very happy. I was very excited. I wore my school uniform, went into my class, and I asked my teacher, "May I come in, sir?" Everyone began to laugh like mad. I thought, what I did is I made some mistakes. I, I was clueless. I was almost crying at that place. Do you know? Do you know why everyone was laughing on me like mad? Because I said, "May I come in, sir?" At the place of Ajo Guruji. In that school, we were used to speak in Haryanvi language. I took almost 1 year to learn the new culture. Earlier, my hobbies were playing cricket and football, and now wrestling and bodybuilding. Yes, that's the impact of new culture. At that time, I learned the first magic rule of my life. If you are in Haryana, do as Haryanvi does. Yes. I did my 10th class from that school. After 10th, I got admission in diploma college. One fascinating, excited job was waiting for me. I was in a new company, multinational company. I was very excited once again. So I was doing the two shift at the place of one because I want to earn as much as possible in a shorter time. One day, I was in second shift and my HOD, head of department, came to me and asked, "Jay, what are you doing here? What happened? You came in the morning, I had seen." I spoke to him about my dream and hunger for money. That day, he shared second magic rule with me. And that was, if you are having energy, if you are having time, use it wisely. Then he shared two examples. I will share the same examples with all of you. Example number one. If I give you 2 lakh rupees per month, but you have to beg in front of Mahalakshmi temple, will you accept it? Or I give you a vice president job, but your salary is only 10,000. Will you enjoy it? He told me, "Jay, our salary, our education, our level, all should be proportionate. If one thing's going up and other thing is going down, it will never work." At that time, I started to learn more about my field. I got 3 MBAs in different fields like operation research, finance, and HR. Everything was working fine. These two magic rules were working for me till Corona hit our company. Our company had a significant loss, and that loss transformed to us also as a salary cuts or other perks cut. At that time, I learned the third magic rule, and that rule was no need to rely only one source of income. Because if you are relying only on one source, then Corona or any other problem can come anytime, and you have to be in a big trouble. So I decided to find the more ways, more sources of income. So these are the 3 rules which I learned. Now let me elaborate a little bit more about it. These 3 rules are: first, if you are in Haryana, do as Haryanvi does, means if you are in office, you have to perform same like professional, and if you are at home, so do as a family member. No need to mix it. Rule number 2. What is? Can you remember? Do you remember what I told? Energy, energy and time. No need to spend your time on WhatsApp and Facebook. Spend your time in attending more and more meetings and trying to learn more and more things. And then third, try to find the more options, more sources of income. These three rules transformed my life, a poor boy to a millionaire, and hope it will work for you as well. Thank you. Back to you, contest chair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jay. We will now have a minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballot. Timer, please let me know once 1 minute is over.
Just 1 minute is over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayur. Now, I request the Zoom Master to spotlight contestant number 4, Toastmaster Swati.
Thank you, Contestia. Am I audible and am I visible?
Yes, you are audible and visible. So, are you able to see the timer card?
Not yet.
Timer, please help me to show the...
Yes, I'm able to see that. Now, Tama, can you please change it to green so that I can verify if it's... Right, perfect. Perfect. I can give a start.
Thank you. Toastmaster Swati, I am just like you. I am just like you. Toastmaster Swati, over to you.
Thank you so much, Contestia. I'm a girl and I like kickboxing. What's different in that? And if you're a boy, I like dancing. Why do people look at you weirdly when you tell you're a girl and you like kickboxing, and when you're a boy and you like cooking or you like singing? What is different in it? I just want to know that. So let me give you an analysis. The simple fact is, I am just like you, or I am what you are exactly. So why this difference has come up, and why the society is divided into either feminist or either male chauvinist? How did this come up? This has come up because let me tell you the fact. If you are a male, you are supposed to handle the household chores and you're supposed to handle the financial responsibilities. And if you're a female, on the other hand, you need to handle the household chores of cooking, maintaining the finance, and keeping the house neat and clean. Why this fact has arisen? Now, let me just tell you the theory behind this. Now, me being one among the girl out of 7 cousins, I had always been given equal privilege and equal responsibilities. But are everybody given the equal privilege and equal responsibilities to do what they like is the biggest question mark what we have today. So let me just tell you, we have 2 parts of the brains. One is the right hemisphere and one is the left hemisphere. The right hemisphere is always supposed to be something that is related to creativity, like singing, dancing, and multitasking, like doing your computer work at one side and doing cooking at the other side. Wherein the other side of the brain, that is left hemisphere, is supposed to be something that is unidirectional, such as driving, arrow, and the other thing is like boxing or fighting, because it is expected that sports people think in one direction, and they have a lot of energy. So let me just tell you how this feminist and male chauvinist has accepted. Because of the boys, they are always meant to be, you're the man of the house. You need to take all the responsibilities. And if you can't do it, they'll blame you. What kind of man you are? So that's the reason why male always have that ego feeling that they need to be the best. On the other hand, wherein the feminist, you're a girl, you can't do this, you can't do that, or you can't do this and you can't do that. So they have a sort of a bit, they feel like we are not accepted in the society, and they have this feminist. But what we all need to know is neither the male chauvinist nor the feminist, we can balance the society by saying we all are equal and I am just like you. For example, there are few people who has broke the norms of such kind of stereotypic condition or stereotypic thought. That is, Mary Kom, who has become a fighter, and Pandit Brij Maharaj, who has become the first dancer in the Kathak society. On that, during those times, the boys are not supposed to do Kathak, or else they would have been called a Nachiniya, or they would have been called. You can't tell. I mean, that's like less privileged or something. But think about something, my friends, because I feel right now I'm in the Toastmaster society, and each and everyone are of a progressive society. So I know these days the time has changed due to lockdown, and both male and female are doing the household chorus together, as well as they're working from home together, and they're earning together, and they're living lives together, and all the time they're managing the house together. So I think God must have decided like there should be some balance in the society and has created this work from home. Many men has learned cooking, many female has learned driving, and the other thing wherein they sometimes they would have to go out and manage things, and they're doing it on their own. So what is the difference? I mean, why this can defend the society, or why this can defame the society? Because we are missing out on the important part of the society. In this male and female fight, aren't we missing out something that is really really important? That is absolutely a LGBT community, who, in spite of being in a democratic country and they are being democratic, but the society, what does the society do? Society always keeps blaming each and other. Instead, I would say society needs to be the wing beneath your the wind beneath your wings, so that each one of us can take a fly and can reach the heights like the birds wherever we can, and can reach the height like the phoenix wherever we want to reach. If you want to become a singer, be a singer. If you want to become a dancer, be a dancer. And I would request all the parents to let their kids explore what they want, let their kids go ahead with what they want, let them make their hands dirty. Even if they fail, that is not a problem. Failure is not a permanent thing. Only once you fall down, you learn things, just like the cycling. Until and unless you fell down from the cycle, you'll never learn cycling in your life. So my point is, let society be the wind beneath your wings, not the ones that cut down your wings and say you have to do that or you have to do that. And I would say if the humanity is in place, the male chauvinist or the feminism will not be in place at all. And we all will live in a harmony. And this key and car fight, or the men from Mars or the woman from universe fight, will end very soon. And we all will live in peace. So that is thought from my end. And I would leave the rest for the society or for the people who are listening to me right now. So this is my thought. How about you, Contestia? Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Swati. We will now have a minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballot. Timer, please let us know once 1 minute is over.
1 minute is over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anubam. Now, I request the Zoom master to please spotlight contestant number 5, Toastmaster Hemant Arora. Toastmaster Hemant, could you please check your audio and video?
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes. You are visible and audible.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you able to see the timer cards?
Yes.
Thank you. Toastmaster Hemant, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, Toastmaster Hemant. Over to you.
Wow. So much care from contest chair. Thank you very much. Would you like to join me for dinner tonight? Respected chief judges, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, I have tremendous respect for two types of people. The first category is of those who will accelerate their bike to 70, 80, 90, endangering their own life just to tell you that your bike stand needs to be adjusted. And the second category belongs to those boys who will go to any extent to alert this carefree girl on her bike with her dupatta approaching wheels. How many singles here? Can you thumbs up if you're single? Yeah, so many of you here. Singles, don't you think that some of your relatives care about you so much that they remind you about your age and your singleness in every wedding you attend? And would you remind these relatives about their age when you attend funerals? Yes? No? Anyway, I am not here to talk about that type of care today. So what am I talking about? Let me introduce Ram to you. Ram worked as a director in MNC. He also ran an NGO that took care of education and nourishment of poor kids around Bangalore. And if that was not enough, Ram was a known name amongst TED Talks organizers across India. Ram helped anyone who needed it. He was the first one to come out of his village to city to study engineering. And later, he brought his younger brother, younger sister, took care of their education so that they can also stand on their feet. Not only that, Ram brought a lot of kids from his small village to city, nourishing them, guiding them, mentoring them, and sometimes even sheltering them in his own home so that they can find their way and shine. I used to watch Ram's photos on Facebook during Diwali and Holi, and they all looked so happy. But I did not know that Ram was going through so much pain that he would commit suicide. And his 9-year-old daughter would be the first one to witness him hanging by a man. Later, I was told that he was living in a painful marriage for over 14 years. Do you think nobody had noticed him trouble? Impossible. But because Ram took care of everyone's trouble, nobody thought, nobody imagined that he needed help. Let me shift gears and take you to Hyderabad. We are now in a place called Kukatpalli. Let's go to this one room, one kitchen flat and meet Mr. Khurana. Look at Mr. Khurana. He looks so upset. The distance between his wife and him has been increasing as they decided to be in different cities for their jobs. They never thought, imagined that it could happen with them, but it did. And when it did, they were not really prepared for this. Despite drifting apart, they were still sailing together, trying to keep their ships afloat. They didn't give up. Instead, they decided to take care of themselves. With some obvious initial reluctance, they finally visited a relationship therapist. And with just 5 hours of counseling and therapy, the distance between them vanished. It's been 5 years. There have been some obvious cat fights and dog fights, which are healthy for relationships, but never a full-blown battle. Think about what is so common between Ram's and Purana couple's story. Both of them faced relationship crisis, isn't it? Now think about what is so contrasting about these two stories. Ram was egoistic. Sorry, Ram, but that's true. Your ego stopped you from seeking help. While Purana couple, they acknowledged their problems and tried to solve those. Ram, you did not take care of yourself. When you were hosting those TEDx events across the city, you did not realize that external glory can never bring internal happiness. Ram, you took care of others' trouble, but you had no idea, you were not bothered about those chronic troubles inside you. Toastmasters. How many times have you ignored your constant headache, but took your mom or dad to doctor when they faced similar symptoms? How many times you insisted your spouse to visit doctor while that constant backache that you have seemed very unimportant to you? Men in this room, do you really know why slip disc problem is so common amongst men and not women? And ladies here, do you really know why do you really skip your fitness schedule just because you have to serve your family meals on time? And Toastmasters, how many times have you felt suffocated for no reason? Doctors call it chronic depression. Can you show me a thumbs up if the answer to any of these questions was yes? Can you be honest and show me a thumbs up if answer of any of these questions is yes? And I feel disappointed, guys. I feel disheartened because each one of you in this room lacks the quality of taking care of yourself. When you fly, even air hostess announces that you have to get your oxygen mask first and then help others, even if you're traveling with a baby. I read sorry as sexy on one of the billboards while traveling to Goa. And that's when I realized that my infrequent headache had nothing to do with my personal or work stress. My eyesight needed help. And now I'm a proud chashmish. It took me a while to give up my ego and start taking care of myself. Toastmasters, go get that massage done. Go get yourself registered for a regular yoga session. Go get a new diet to reduce those kilos. Those cute love handles are going to be a trouble after you cross 40. Go get into touch with a psychologist or therapist if you have some non-physical pain in your life. Go and start that long pending fitness schedule that you have always been postponing for something or the else in life. I would consider these 5-6 minutes of my life as super successful if you do at least one thing for yourself between today and tomorrow. Toastmasters, you're not required to set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. You are your home and you must take care of yourself. Contest chair, are we going for dinner tonight? Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hemant. We will now have silence for the judges to mark their ballot. Chief Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Venkatesh, could you please let us know once the Chief Judge and tally counters are in the breakout room?
Hello, contest chair. Nishu Sharma.
Yes.
See, after the 1 minute silence, we'll be taking break of 5 minutes.
No. We need 3 minutes of silence for the judges to mark the final ballots.
Okay. So post that, we'll take a break.
Yes.
So 1 minute is over.
We need 3 minutes, 2 minutes more. We need to
I have asked Tally Counter and Chief Judge to join the breakout room. This is Zoom Master. Tally Counter 1. I don't see you join there.
It shows joining but unable to go to breakout room.
Can you please send invite once
After
again?
3 minutes,
Zoom Master?
after 3 minutes, we have a participation interview and certification presentation. After that, we will have break.
Okay. Thanks.
Sorry.
Zoom Master, can you once again try sending them invite for the breakout room?
Yeah, 3 minutes are over.
Venkatesh joined, we joined.
Okay.
Venkatesh, are the telecounter and chief judges are in the breakout room?
I can see Chief Judge and Tally Counter in the breakout room. Except Tally Counter 2, Manpreet. She was there earlier, but I think she is now there, not there.
So now we will proceed with the participant certificate. Zoom Master, could you please spotlight contestant number 1, Abhishek Negi? Yeah, Toastmaster Abhishek. Thank you so much. And this is your participation certificate. So please help me appreciate the Toastmaster Abhishek for the participation in ISC contest. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhishek. So I don't have any, I am not going to take introduction because you are participating in table topic as well. Now, Zoom Master, could you please spotlight Toastmaster Hina? Thank you, Toastmaster Hina. This is your participation certificate. A big round of applause for ISC contestant. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, Zoom Master, please spotlight contestant number 3, Toastmaster Jai Singh.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Toastmaster
Always
Jai,
a pleasure to work with you. Thank
this
you.
is your participation certificate. A big round of applause for your participation in IS. Zoom Master, Could you please spotlight contestant number 4, Toastmaster Swati? Thank you, Toastmaster Swati.
Thank you, ma'am.
This is your participation certificate in ISC. So big round of applause for your participation. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Zoom Master, please spotlight contestant number 5, Toastmaster Hemant Arora.
Thank you very much.
Hemant, could you, thank you for your
Thank you very much.
And this is your participation certificate. A big round of applause for your
Thank you.
participation. Thank you so much. Chief Sergeant at Arms, please let us know when the tally counter and chief judges are in the room.
Yes, contest chair. Zoom Master, can you see them in a breakout room?
I can still see them in the breakout room.
Okay.
Toastmaster Venkatesh, could you check the switches and telecounters?
Yeah, I will check. They're still in breakout room. I'll.
Can we proceed for the break? In that case, meanwhile, I can see they are coming up now. Yeah, all of them have joined back.
All of them
Okay,
join
thank
back.
you.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it was a fabulous contest, and I thoroughly enjoyed being an international speech contest here today. I hope you enjoyed the contest too. I would like to thank all the contestants and contest official for an excellent job. Thank you. Over to the Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Venkatesh.
Thank you, contest chair. We will now take a short break of 5 minutes. It is now 12:10. We will reconvene at 12:15. Please do not click on leave meeting option. There will be an exciting session, exciting contest of table topics coming in after break. Thank you.
Venkatesh, we can start now.
Yeah, time is 12:15 now. We will start. I hope everyone is back now. I welcome you all to the exciting second session of this contest. Please help me to welcome contest chair for today's table topic contest. She is architecture student and Toastmaster from last 2 years. She likes home decor and singing. Let's welcome table topic contest chair Ishita Sharma. Over to you, contest chair Ishita Sharma.
Thank you, Venkatesh, for introducing. Good morning, Chief Judge, Toastmaster Gopal Mansri, contest officials, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. I welcome you all to the online table topics contest of Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest. All the contestants have met the eligibility criteria, which is to be a member in good standing of a club in good standing. All contestants have been briefed about the rules and timings of the contest. Timing will begin with the contestants' first verbal or non-verbal communication with the audience. The time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. There will be a grace period of 30 seconds after the 2 minutes. Speakers speaking less than 1 minute or more than 2 minutes 30 seconds will be disqualified. The green color will be displayed at 1 minute and will remain displayed for 30 seconds. The yellow color will be displayed at 1 minute 30 seconds and will remain displayed for 30 seconds. The red color will be displayed at 2 minutes and will remain displayed until the speech has concluded. No signal will be given for the overtime period. In case of a fault in the timing device, an additional 30 seconds will be allowed for the speaker. I request the Zoom master to please spotlight the contestants when they're called to deliver their speech. The speaking order is contestant number 1, Jai Singh, Jai, Jai Singh. Contestant number 2, Hina Sharma, Hina, Hina Sharma. Contestant number 3, Chandrasekhar, Chandrashekar, Chandrasekhar Mankar. Contestant number 4, Swati TV, SWATHI, Swati TV. Contestant number 5, Abhishek Negi, ABHISEK, Abhishek Negi. Contestant number 6, Hemant Arora, HEMANT, Hemant Arora. Contestant number 7, Pavel B, PAVEL, Pavel B. Contestant number 8, Abhinav Prasad, ABHINAV, Abhinav Prasad. Now I will explain the flow of the contest. Everybody is requested to mute their audio. The host will unmute the contestant as per the speaking order. I will ask each contestant to adjust his video and audio settings and confirm the same by saying check, check, and he will be given 10 seconds to do so. There will be a 1-minute interval between speeches for the judges to mark their ballots. After all the contestants have finished their speeches, a 3-minute silence will be observed to enable the judges to total their scores. The tally counters will then collect the ballots privately from the judges. Now, Announcement of the contest winners is final unless the list of winners is announced incorrectly, in which case the chief judge, tally counters or timers are permitted to immediately interrupt to correct the error. All contestants will be sent to a breakout room along with the SAA after the topic has been drawn, except contestant number 1. They will have to keep their video and audio on inside the breakout room. In addition, they will have to show their hands by placing them in the visibility range to the SAA inside the breakout room. They will be told by the SAA to leave the breakout room and move to the main meeting room as per their speaking order. Chief Sergeant at Arms, please send all the contestants except the first one to the breakout room. Please also send the Sergeant at Arms with them. Chief Sergeant at Arms, Venkatesh.
Hello, contest chair.
Yeah.
Can you repeat, contest chair?
I asked you to send all the contestants except the first one, that is Toastmaster Jay, to the breakout room, and also send Sergeant at Arms with them.
Okay.